Okay, welcome back to Let's Play Puzzle Agent 2. I am your host, Face. This is part 2, if you hadn't noticed. Well, we're just gonna have a little napsy.
It's clear now that the mysteries of Scoggins go deeper than the incident at the eraser factory.
Really?
And
There's
I'm
gnomes
convinced
everywhere.
I made the right choice to come back. Assuming, of course, I make it through the night.
Now let's... That's just a bad helmet. Okay, I like the... Whoa. At least he didn't rip his sheets apart. But I like the way that he's so optimistic that he's, like, maybe gonna make it through the night. Maybe not. Ooh, is that a note?
Huh?
Discover the secret message by placing the name of Scoggins' missing residences in the order they disappeared, starting from the first to go missing. Oh, I thought Mr. Davner was missing. Who the hell are these guys? Dijkstra? Okay, so it's not Isaac up there. How about this?
It's
What?
no good.
Oh,
Someone knows I'm in town because I've just received a note. Isaac Davner does not exist. I won't have any idea what that means until I've gotten enough information to solve the puzzle on the other side. My first priority tomorrow is to take this note into town and find out what these names have in common.
well, apparently they all disappeared. I'm just guessing now, of course. Well, hello. You can't see it, but I'm waving to Tethers. Because he's a nice person. Okay, that is even now. Jesus Christ. Well, let's see. There's some gum, some more gum. There's gum everywhere in this town. Hope someone with nice breath chewed on it last.
Stupid flyers.
Not someone with mono.
Crash of a black moon.
Excuse me. Daryl, was it?
Hang on, Hey, you're that FBI guy.
Ding ding ding
Special
ding.
Agent Tethers, Puzzle Research Division.
Yeah, well, I've got a missing person case for you guys to solve.
The factory foreman?
That's old news. I'm talking about my brother Daryl.
Huh, so Daryl's looking for Daryl. And I didn't know they were
Could you
brothers.
tell me more about your brother's disappearance?
We were out past Sesame Woods a couple of days ago. Daryl split off on his own because he said we were in Barrelope country.
Ah,
Barrelope?
what the hell that is?
Oh, they're real. Don't doubt it.
And he was scared of them.
Scared? Nah, he went hunting for him. Haven't seen
That's
him
a
since.
man's man.
Is there
Apparently
anything
there's more
else
about
you can
Daryl.
tell me about Daryl?
He's allergic to walnuts. What do you want to know? Not much to it, Mr. FBI. He went missing out past Sesame Woods, and somebody needs to go look for him.
Is it just me, or is a little bit of wise guy in that Daryl? Like, what do you want to know, huh? I want to know about Isaac Davner. I'm gonna smack you in the face.
Have you seen or heard from Isaac Davner since I left?
Who?
The foreman of the eraser factory. He
You
went
don't hear
missing
too
after
good?
the factory
You
shut
don't hear
down.
too good?
Oh, yeah, him. Yeah, figures. People here go missing all the time.
Alright, boy.
Do you know anything about the hidden people?
Great. My brother goes missing, and the FBI comes to ask me about forest gnomes.
You don't believe in them?
You should have come here earlier, when I was 4 years old, and listened to bedtime stories.
I'm sorry to say this, Daryl, but weren't you the guy who sounded very much like you believed it earlier? Like your, what was it, cousin's husband, wife, something?
Where have you been putting up those flyers?
I've been getting permission first. It's legal.
Need any help?
Sure. Federal tax dollars should work.
Yeah, this is a puzzle, so you're gonna be surprised to know how much this costs. Daryl is passing out flyers in the neighborhood, but the flyer bandit is at large and will steal them. Figure out where to place the stacks to ensure 50 flyers reach the end of the paths. Oh, goddamn puzzle rules. Ensure that exactly 50 flyers will make it to the other side of town. Each person will pick up one paper. At a fork in the road, half will take the left path. The bandit will steal the flyers from anyone who passes by him. The bandit is at one of the 3 locations marked with a question mark, but nobody knows which one. Okay, so it's one of these again. Well, the trick in these is always to get like the question mark routes the same, like with the fishes in Puzzle Agent 1. Let's see here. See, whatever number comes out here has to be on the other 2, because like if I put this here, I can't add to these 12, so basically everything red here has to be 12. If I do like this, I'll have to get one more there. That could do it. Oh, this one doesn't fork. What if I do this? Well, that went well. Let's see. 11 plus 15 is 26, plus 12, which is 28, 38, plus 12 more, because the bandit is only at one of the locations, which adds up to 50. Fantastic. The bandit stole the ones on the right. Yes. See, this is what happens when I get some sleep. It actually helps me with the puzzle part of the whole deal.
There you go. That should get everybody in town on the lookout for Daryl.
I doubt it in this town. People disappear all the time in Scoggins. Nobody even notices anymore.
Didn't he say in the first game there were 750 people in
Plenty
Scoggins?
others. Even that researcher over at the campground had his buddy go missing just last week.
Do you know
Researcher?
where I could...
He's got a trailer at the Wallows campground. Name's Alfred, something or other. Have fun, Mr. FBI. Try looking for my brother while you're at it.
No. Someone is Mr.
It
Disgruntled,
sounds
huh?
like Isaac Davner's just one of many missing people around Scoggins. The cases might all be related. I'm heading to the Wallows to ask a researcher there about his missing friend. And look for Daryl's brother, of course.
Yes, look for Daryl's brother, or pieces of him. Well, see, the thing is, like, you just got a note with missing people, apparently. So, maybe they are all connected since someone gave you a puzzle involving all of them. Now, let's see, where's the... There's the campgrounds. The Wallows. Oh yes, meet up your hat. Gum! Is there any more? Is there any more? I need more gum. Gum. I want to make sure I get mono.
That fire pit hasn't been used since the last thaw, assuming this place ever thaws.
Well, maybe if you went in the summer. Well, let's talk to Mr. Hat over here.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a researcher.
You found one.
Oh,
I'm Special Agent Tethers with the FBI Puzzle Research Division. Dr.
I like the way he Superman poses.
But that's my father's name. Call me Alfred.
Alfred
I'm doing
Versteckt?
anthropological research here in Scoggins. I'm a
Versteckt.
student of mankind.
As far as I know, Versteckt is German and means hidden. So his name is Alfred Hidden. And he's people. Hidden
Someone
people.
in town
Dum,
said
dum,
your
dum.
friend had gone missing?
Friend? Oh, yes, they must be talking about my graduate student, Will Medlock. Very bright young man. Disappeared, oh, when was that? 2 months ago?
That was
Okay.
before the incident at the eraser factory. But no one mentioned it before.
Can't say I'm surprised. Local law enforcement was no help.
Yes, I've met the local law enforcement.
You have? Really?
People here are more interested in puzzles than missing people.
Yeah, well, that was the only thing that saved me from a rogue sheriff with a sweat problem.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this missing grad student, Will?
Well, now that I think about it, I wonder if spending time in Scoggins was starting to have an effect on him.
How do you mean?
He became unfocused. Talked about nightmares and whispers. I didn't think much of it at the time.
What a great people
He walked away
person
in
you
the
are.
middle of one of my discussions about the transformative power of myth and legend.
Wonder
I
why.
thought he was just bored, but I never saw him again.
At least you're honest with yourself. Oh, let's see. Researcher.
What is an anthropologist doing in Scoggins, Minnesota?
Same thing an anthropologist does anywhere else. I'm studying people.
The people of Scoggins? Is there enough to study?
Oh my, yes. The shared reality made by the people and their folklore. I've been here for years, and I've just barely scratched the surface. Don't you get the sense that this is a town on the cusp of something big? Their folklore, their fascination with puzzles. It's as if the energy of thought is being transformed into solving one of the great problems of our age.
Oh, that sounds deep. Jesus Christ, can I hear? Do it. Oh yeah, let them
How
tell
long
me.
have you been here in Scoggins?
Well, let's see, about 15 years? I'm on my 8th government grant.
What? 15 years. And you're basically one of the residents now.
Do you know anything
you only
about
scratched
the
the
missing
surface?
factory foreman, Isaac Davner?
Ah, yes.
Lazy
Fascinating
bastard.
story, that. A real suburban myth in the making. To the people of Scoggins, he's the archetype of the martyr, a ritual sacrifice made as an attempt to assert control over capricious nature.
Wait a second. Davner is not a myth. He's a real person. I've met him.
Myths are real, Agent Tethers. We're all characters playing roles.
Oh,
The
thank you,
hero on a
Shakespeare
quest for
quote.
truth. The wise, mysterious sage who serves as his guide.
Wise. Right.
Yeah, I was just about to say that guy has serious ego problems.
You must know something about the local stories about gnomes?
The hidden people? Well, of course. They're the ones who brought me here in the first place. I'm studying the myth and worship of the
drag you
hidden
here?
people.
Oh, then you've dealt with that cult, the Brotherhood of Scoggins.
Oh
Who
my,
hasn't?
yes. Frightfully mad, all of them. Be
Really?
careful, Agent Tethers. Their devotion to the hidden people makes them extremely driven and extremely dangerous.
Oh, it does it? So next time I see Bjorn, I should just hit him with a brick.
Thanks for your time, Alfred. If you hear any more about Isaac Davner or your missing friend, please let me know.
Alfred versteckt.
I've just spoken with a mild-mannered but extremely driven agent from the FBI. He
I
was
just thought
looking
he
for
was talking
information
to
about
himself.
the hidden people and the rash of disappearances in the area, including young Wills. Of course, if he's investigating a missing persons case, he'd best talk to Sheriff Bogg. The sheriff may not be helpful, but he is the one man in town with information about all the missing residents.
Good point. Both
What
of
he
them.
said.
Well, good points, both of them. Don't really want to talk to Sheriff Bogg, but he is the only one with anything like useful when it comes to information. Yes, I did not draw that sentence out into stupidness. Stupidity? Stupidness? Probably shouldn't be discussing this on YouTube. Knock knock. Who's there?
I'm finally desperate enough to visit Sheriff Bogg's office, but he's already working against me. A note on the door says, "Out to grab a bite." If I want any answers, I'll have to head to the Moose Ear Diner.
Oh dear God. Well, is there anything I can do here? I'm pretty sure the door is already checked. So, nothing. Well, then let's faff off. Moose Ear Diner it is. Hey, the sign is working, even though it was beaten by a wrench. What's up with that? Hey, and look, they're still missing. Why does it say 10,000 beneath that light bulb over here? Huh. Puzzle. Between the 5 generators, power all devices using every available power outlet. Generators will evenly split power if used twice. Each device must be powered exactly to their power needs. Ah, so it's like the bird dealy. Well, what if I give this 15? And give this 15, just for shits. 25 goes there. 25 plus 15 is 40, so that adds up. And 25 is here, so this one's missing 5. So now it's up to speed. 30 here, so this is missing 15. Missing 10. Oh god, I hope it doesn't matter if the wires cross. Please let it not matter. Please. 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 Yes! Yes! Wow! And just the way I cheer, this means my life is sad. Yes! Fantastic. Ooh, is that gum? That's gum. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to end this episode here before I walk into the diner and probably get shot in the face by a sheriff, or, better yet, stabbed to death by a waitress who has a chainsaw. So, anyways, this was Face with part 2 of Let's Play Puzzle Agent 2, so hope to see you again for part 3. Hope anyone at any time in history listens to this, by the way. But fuck it. Bye-bye.